Hello, everybody! What did I do? And welcome back to Rachelsey at the movies.
No.
I'm Rachelsey, and this is the movies. My name is,
Okay.
My name is... Kid Rock? No. It's Rachelsey at the movies, yay!
We watched on Netflix, so we're at home.
Quarantined.
Social distancing and whatnot. But we watched a new movie that came out recently on Netflix called Spenser Confidential, starring Mark Wahlberg. This is a movie about Mark Wahlberg plays a former cop, and he, investigates and saves the day with a situation with some dirty cops. And so, Kelsey, what do you tell the people? Go, wait, or skip?
Well, I'm going to say wait, see this movie. I can't really give it a go because I didn't really expect much out of it. And honestly, the only reason I watched it is because it was directed by Peter Berg, who is really involved in combat sports. Regis Prograis, who trains here in Houston and lives out in California, is in it. Donald Cowboy Cerrone was in this. So it had a lot of combat sports stuff in it. And I felt like these are my people. I want to support them in their movie. And I watched it. I didn't expect it to be very good. It was a little better than I thought it would be because Mark Wahlberg is Mark Wahlberg, and really, I like him a lot.
Yeah.
And so for that reason, I would say, just watch it whenever you want to support your friends. Is that a good reason?
Support your friends.
Well, they're my friends because they're involved in boxing, and I'm a boxing writer, and I don't know, I just always feel like...
I'm also going to say wait. This was not a very good movie. But it did just, hit the level of, this is watchable. If you don't have anything else going on and you kind of just want to watch a movie and not think too much. Spoilers.
This movie is pretty it's based on a book. It's based on a book, I guess, maybe.
Maybe. Right? We saw that at the end. I didn't look it up to verify.
Really.
But
what a crappy book this must be.
Mark Wahlberg is charismatic. He kind of he's good in the movie. But man, some of the dialogue in this movie, the storyline, it was not good.
Oh,
I mean, there was one scene where they were talking back and forth, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is bad.
It's not, so I want to like Peter Berg's movies, mostly because I know he's involved in boxing. I know that's a weird thing, but that's what I do. But some of the, he does, at least in this movie, there were things that were director choices, which, while technically weren't bad, they were done well. I didn't think they fit the moments,
Right, there was a really emotional, sad scene that I was like, well, this is kind of odd in this movie.
It's it was like a bunch of I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this. Let's just shove it all into one movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know,
it kind of reminded me of Bad Boys for Life 3 that we just recently came out in theaters. It was the same level of movie as that,
Yeah. Yeah, it was, and I enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
And this movie, it didn't have Will Smith and Martin Lawrence in it together. It only had Mark Wahlberg. Although, I mean, the best thing about the movie were the people in it. So Mark Wahlberg's character was awesome, and...
Sorry, there's a bug.
I don't have time for this kind of stuff.
It's off.
I don't have time for you, Rachel, or your nonsense. Anyway, and I even like, who's the comic we like? The comedian?
She's blonde, and I think her name's Liz, we can't remember her name.
Sorry.
I'll put it on the screen right here. But she's got a bunch of Netflix specials, and we like some of those, but her character in this movie, just it didn't have a point. I thought she was going to be integral to the whole plot line, but she's totally throwaway character. Doesn't need to be there.
But see, I feel because I like her as a comedian, I feel the whole time I'm watching this movie, I'm I'm rooting for this person to do well.
Yeah.
And then I'm there's Cowboy Cerrone, there's Regis Prograis, there's Mark Wahlberg.
I didn't have that experience. I will say one thing that was great is Mark Wahlberg is kind of the hero of the movie, and yet he was imperfect. He often got his ass kicked. He got, attacked by a dog. He did things imperfectly because he didn't think things through. And I really liked that as a hero. Instead of the hero, Jason Bourne, saving the day.
Or Kelsey McCarson.
He was imperfect, and I really liked that. Here's the other thing I like, that maybe there is a movement. There are tons of mid-level movies that are more geared towards women. I'm all about mid-level movies being geared towards men, and it looks like Netflix is just the outlet for that. We recently had 6 Underground.
I can't wait till 7 Underground.
And now this one, which is totally set up to be a sequel and like an ongoing character, like a Jack Ryan.
I'm thinking they could get one of these out every month.
But like, no. I'm like, yeah, guys need their like Hallmark romance, like, you know, romantic comedy type movies, but like these are like action, you know, kind of manly. I don't know. I'm all for like the other side. There being more balance there. So sure, mid-level movie, don't have to like rush to go see it on Netflix. Just whatever you want.
Do what you want.
Yeah.
In the end, just do whatever you want.
And except for liking, commenting, and subscribing, we ask that you do that even if you don't want to.
Well, if you don't want to, I want you to both do it and also change yourself to want to. Was awesome and was awesome and